The Bearcats now open at the Pinnacle Shops. Drake's is the perfect post-game destination. Bring the whole family and enjoy a game of cornhole, shuffleboard, or giant Jenga. Score with big burgers, fresh salads, favorites like build your own tacos, and the freshest sushi in town. Drake's is open for lunch and dinner every day of the week. Come play at 508 Pinnacle Parkway or online at drakescomeplay.com. At Drake's, they say, go Cats.
They're screaming it tonight, I hear. Euclid Avenue, Bristol. Of course, State Line Motors, our second quarter sponsor. And, boy, if the second quarter is anything like the first.
We've got a score update here on the other game going on this end of the Commonwealth tonight. 11 minutes, 55 seconds left in the second quarter. It's Union 7, J.I. Burton nothing.
And that's really going to be something we're going to focus on this year while we've got a little bit of downtime. We've been going back and forth, but we're going to really try to spread our reach as far as trying to keep up with as many games as possible. We're going to try to keep up with most of Southwest Virginia.
Oh, yeah, we're going to try to follow as many scores. Of course, we don't have many to keep up with tonight, being the Thursday night special. But next week, we're back to Friday night. Look to see all the fans we can come out to the Gene as we host one of our crosstown rivals, the John Battle Trojans.
And that's going to be a fun week. We've got college football starting the very next day officially, as we'll get you set for Saturday in college football as well. It's going to be a fun afternoon then. But, of course, stay tuned for halftime tonight as Cats line up inside the red zone to start. Aaron Rose goes inside, breaks a couple of tackles, and he's in a 6-yard run. Switch sides of the field, and this Bearcat offense still clicking.
Oh, they are rolling. They are rolling. I tell you what, I can't believe how proficient this offense is working tonight. Now, granted, Tazewell isn't Union, who we played in the benefit game last week, but we didn't see near the crispness or any of these quick play call abilities, these quick strikes, these great runs. We didn't see a whole lot of that last week. Just Virginia High looking really sharp so far in this first quarter and first 10 seconds of the second quarter.
So Aaron Rose runs it in. He scored 2 touchdowns here in the first quarter. Now in the second, the kick is blocked by Tazewell as Chancellor Harris got a hand on it and batted it down. It's 30-7, Cats leading, as we are at the 11:53 mark here in the second quarter. Again, that red zone trip was brought to you by State Line Motors in Bristol. And again, all of our sponsors, really do thank all of our sponsors for supporting us here at Bearcat Radio, of course. And it's been we were able to have a good year last year with the Broncos, trying to make it even that much better this year, and it helps to have that sponsorship.
And it helps to have the new color guy, too.
Yeah, the new color guy helps out. Of course, we're missing Mark a little bit. Mark's a good guy. I'm sure he's tuning in. We better not take a shot at him.
We're sending Mark our love, Mark. Appreciate everything you did last season for the Bearcats. You really helped get the ball rolling for this, and I hope I can do as good a job as you did last season.
So the Bearcats will kick it off. Again, the kickoff brought to you by State Line Motors on Euclid Avenue in Bristol. Again, you can visit their inventory at StatelineMotorsVA.com. 30-7, Cats lead it. 11:53 to go here in the second period. Colton Ratcliffe will boot it off from the 40-yard line. A low line drive, a screamer down the line, and it goes out of bounds. So it will set up Tazewell in good field position to start this drive. So we talked about the problems surrounding Virginia High here at Tazewell, but it seems like the monkey's kind of been lifted tonight. As we talked about all time, that record 9-25 all time against Tazewell in the last 11 trips, just 3-8 here at Bulldog Stadium. You can see why this could be an intimidating place, and Tazewell has had some years. 1986, they won the state championship.
And I don't really know. We've got I don't know how long this field house, I think it may even be.
It looks pretty new.
Fairly new to our left. I mean, it's really, really, really nice.
First class.
So they've got a lot of good stuff going on over here at Tazewell High School. Lights still not on yet, which is kind of surprising. We got plenty of sun, again, to the west, but the shadows creeping in from both sidelines now. Pretty much only the center hash is in the sunshine.
Had a couple of guys moving. We have a whistle, and the refs are going to convene out around midfield. I think Coach Christ needed an explanation. Might have called timeout there. They had Chancellor Harris lined up at quarterback, as Jameer Blevins isn't even on the field at the moment. So Coach Christ out on the far side talking with the line judge.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. Can't really clear up what exactly.
Wasn't a penalty. There was not a flag thrown, as we'll reset the ball down at the 40-yard line. Maybe he was asking about where the ball needed to be set since it was out of bounds. Shotgun here for Tazewell, as they'll just go read option straight away with the running back Jordan, actually the wide receiver. He gets loose out past the midfield stripe and a run of close to 12 yards. So they go straight with the wide receiver at quarterback, go with the read option fake, and he goes off to the left.
I'll tell you what, it was a slippy little run by him there. Pick up some good yardage and another Tazewell first down.
So a good carry there by Josiah Jordan. He, of course, had the one big score for Tazewell. That was in the first quarter, the 76-yard touchdown. He caught that pass from Jameer Harris. Or Jameer Blevins, that is. We got Jamie on our side. That's right. Battle Jamie and Jameer at quarterbacks. Now handoff straight up the middle, off to the left side. Broken tackle by Harris, and he's down after a gain of 5 yards up inside the 45 as Tazewell moves into Bearcat territory. Like Travis said, they're working left to right across the field. Tazewell with the big white tee at midfield, reminiscent of what you'll see in Knoxville in a couple of weeks when they quit playing some high school teams and you can actually watch them on TV, right?
Did we have to go there?
Well, that's why I added the shot there, right? See, that's going to be what I miss most of Tennessee. Corbett here, the stat guy's an Alabama fan. There's a snap right side, and keeping it again is Josiah Jordan. Breaks a tackle, and he's down the sideline. He juked out Austin Davidson, tackled inside the 20 and into the 10-yard line. Torian Bizel to make the tackle along with Colton Ratcliffe.
Looks like Davidson was set up in position there on the corner to make the tackle, but he just kind of got juked out of there. It's a big gain for Tazewell. It's going to get them down into the red zone and give them another first down.
So a State Line Motors red zone as they go from around the 45, close to 30-some yards on that carry. 30-7 Cats lead them at Tazewell in the red zone inside the 15 at the 10. Another time called by Tazewell. And Coach Harris not happy with what he's seeing by this offense and the way they're lining up. Must have not had the right formation lined up.
Looks like they're having some trouble with their short yardage personnel. That's going to be the second time out they've had to burn on that. And, of course, they've also had a penalty.
My bad, Mr. Harper. He's talking about the Mountaineers playing Tennessee the first game. That's true. They're not playing a high school team. They're playing one of the best teams in the country this year.
Right there. Their superstar quarterback there in West Virginia. Notice a first-team preseason All-American. So the Mountaineers, I think they will have their way with Tennessee. But that's a conversation we'll have halftime during our game next week against John Battle.
Be a fun one as we get back to action here after Tazewell's second timeout. I just had to get that cleared. We can't make the boss mad. 30-7 Cats leading it, and we're getting to the point where I can almost take my sunglasses off. We've been fighting the sun since we got here. Luckily, they let us park close. We have quite a setup here this year with the new mic. I hope everybody's enjoying the new crowd mic this year as they'll line up again. They're having more success with a wide receiver at quarterback. That's Josiah Jordan. They're almost running like a triple option scheme out of the gun as they'll fake the handoff. Jordan again trying to get up the middle. He's sneaky, too, as they couldn't get their hands on him.
Right through there.
Fell forward down to the 6-yard line. He gained 4 yards there, and he was bottled up after just 1.
Second down and goal. Yeah, you mentioned this new crowd mic. I think it's going to come in pretty neat, especially when we're at the Gene. For those fans that can't make it out to the stadium, we hope to be able to bring you the pride of the State Line Band at halftime a couple times this season. So some pretty cool things we've got planned going forward.
Shotgun look again as Jordan is still at quarterback, so we haven't seen Blevins for the last few minutes as they'll hand off right side to Harris. He spins. He's down at the 1-yard line.
Just short of getting in the end zone.
And that'll be third down coming up as they're inside the red zone. Again, brought to you by State Line Motors. Tazewell in the green, tops, white pants, white lids. Cats with the all white, black, the new shiny black helmets. With the Bearcat claw across the side and shiny metallic.
It's not an injury situation or anything for Jamar Blevins. He's still right there on the sidelines, close to the coaches, ready to go in whenever they send him that way.
But they've had success with Josiah Jordan, who's listed as a wide receiver. They've got him and Harris in the backfield. 3 wide to the left, 1 to the right. They'll hand off to Jordan off the right side, and it's an easy walk into the end zone as they close down. They clamp down on that left side. The left tackle kept Sean Watkins from getting there, and it's a touchdown. 13 points on the board now for Tazewell as they score at the 9-10 mark here in the second quarter.
And the points just keep on coming. I definitely think this is where you will go for 2 if you're Tazewell. Try to get that.
1-yard run there by
Chancellor
Harris.
They are going to line up and go for 2 here.
So they will line up, and they are going to line up with Chancellor Harris, the running back at quarterback. So we've seen 3 different quarterbacks. They're going to fake the jet sweep, go up the middle, and he's into the end zone.
Untouched.
They had some guys there, but the Cats couldn't touch him. He just spun out of the way, and they get 2 and get it back to 30-15 as the score. So the 2-pointer by Chancellor Harris as well. He'll just do it all this drive. Drive really set up by that 30-some-odd yard run.
For you fans back in Bristol who might be interested in keeping up with it, we got a score for you. Bristol Pirates on the road at Kingsport Mets in what is a crucial matchup to try to claim that second playoff spot over in the Western Division of the Appalachian League. We are in the top of the 4th inning, all tied up at 4 runs apiece.
It's a pivotal game for the Rybucks. 30-15 Cats lead it, so Tazewell is fighting back here as we'll have a State Line Motors kickoff coming up.
Well, they certainly are not out of this by no means. Tazewell does, of course, the advantage still with Virginia High, but Tazewell, they've shown life. Quick drive there to score another touchdown. Close the gap a little bit. Now, if Tazewell can get a defensive stop, then get right back in this game before halftime.
State Line Motors kickoff, kicked by Tanner Wimmer in the air. It's a good kick down to the 9-yard line. Austin Davidson touched it for the first time since beginning of the game. He finds a lane up the middle, breaks through to the 40-yard line, spins back around, tried to reverse and was met there by Chancellor Harris, who's doing it all tonight for the Bulldogs. Still a good return, 40, end up at the 39 after he tried to spin back. Austin Davidson, though, showing how hard he is really to catch.
Oh, yeah, he gave up a few yards when he spun back and tried to reverse field, but only a couple. That was a good run. Just one guy there to meet him. If he'd have got past him, it was take it to the house time.
Aaron Rose will start the drive in the backfield. They actually ran him out, and now the Cats are actually going to call a timeout. I don't think Rose was ready on the sideline. Do you blame him? He's having to play both ways. As they'll call timeout, maybe they just want to reset, as that is just the first timeout by the Cats this first half as we lead it 30-15 over the Tazewell Bulldogs, who have already used 2 of their 3.
Yep, Tazewell with just 1 timeout remaining here in the first half. Virginia High, again, like Dylan just mentioned, that's their first timeout of the game.
I'd like to give a shout out to State Farm agent Barbara Williams. So you've cut back on everything from lattes to lunches, but if you're still coming up short at the end of the month, try this. Give State Farm agent Barbara Williams in Bristol a call for a free discount double check. She'll show you how something as simple as combining car and home policies can save you hundreds of dollars a year. Because being there to help keep more of your money in your pocket is why State Farm agent Barbara Williams is here. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
So the Bearcats are going to come out. It's going to be another BSN Sports first down. BSN Sports, the nation's largest distributor of sporting goods and official outfitter of Virginia High School athletics.
Cats will line up on the left hash nearest us. They're right on the yard line I'm standing at. I get a good view right down the line here. Travis Williams will snap it. Jamie Lathrop, they'll hand off straight up the middle. Aaron Rose met at the line, but he falls forward with a couple of Bulldogs on him for about 3 yards, and that's usual Aaron. Another pounded out run for.
That's a good carry on first down. We'll take it.
3 yards for Aaron there, and it's 2nd down and 7 for the Cats as we near midfield. We're at the 43-yard line. And the Cat offense firing on all cylinders early. Defense was playing well. Got a pick 6 early by Michael Bradley. Special teams especially playing well.
He had the block kick on that last
Lathrop
touchdown.
Plenty of time here. He's going to gear one out for Colton Ratcliffe, who nearly makes the catch, but he's defended well by Josiah Jordan. Way down the field, down near the 15-yard line. Showing off the arm a bit as Lathrop just let one fly. It'll bring up 3rd down and 7.
Yeah, Ratcliffe had that ball right in his hands. Just couldn't quite reel it in. Again, the coverage was good by Tazewell. Good throw by Lathrop.
Yeah, Lathrop airing one out there. 25 yards, 2 for 5 passing tonight for Jamie.
He's thrown some good balls, though. Not that the receivers haven't reeled them in. I mean, they've had their opportunities, but some good passes.
About 20 yards, about 30-some yards there whenever he has thrown it. So quick pass out to a Johnny Delaney on a screen. He breaks the tackle out past the 40 to the 30. It's a one-horse race and a Johnny Delaney with